everyone, we are here for the unboxing of the Sandberg Bass. So if you've been tuning in our channel, which you probably should be doing, I highly recommend you do that. If you haven't been doing it, shame on you, but you're tuning in now, so that means that you're doing pretty good. So you gotta go through and you gotta watch the rest of them, because otherwise you're not gonna understand what we're at in the episode. Alright, so if you've been watching previous videos, you would know that we went to the Chicago Music Exchange, right? And during that period of time, I was looking for a 5-string bass. So my hands aren't that big, so I'm pretty particular about the 5-string bass that I was going to get, okay? I have a 6-string PB Cyrus, that's the side point. I want to get a 5-string. Okay, so we set it up there. So, when we're at Gear Fest, I played a few 5-strings while I was there. I played the Nathan East 5-string, I played another Yamaha 5-string, and I also played, I believe, the New Music Man's. And they were all really nice. They were really nice basses. Really enjoyed playing them. When we went to the Chicago Music Exchange, I was looking for the Marcus Miller basses. They didn't have any 5-strings around, right? But what they did have laying around, literally, and also hanging around, was Sandberg basses, right? So I'm gonna give him a shout out. But Scott at Scott Bass Lessons, I think I've seen him play like a Sandberg bass. I think Marlo DK, another one of the bass players who got like 100,000 people following him. I saw him playing. And then Ida Nielsen, I think I'm saying her name right. She used to play with Prince. She has a signature model Sandberg bass. And if you guys have heard her play, her tone is out of this world. Now, I know a lot of her tone is in her fingers, but the bass didn't sound bad either, okay? So, with that being said, when I saw the Sandberg bass, I was like, yeah, I want to check it out. So, picked it up. If you guys have seen some of the other videos, which are going to be posted, or are posted, you will see, you know, me playing the Sandberg bass. Alright, done with that. So, what I did was, and I frequently do this, is after I played the bass, I went home, I slept on it. Well, I didn't go home, I actually went to the hotel room. We slept on it, and then I came back, right? And picked it up again, it felt good, so I got it. I got it that day. And at that time, what they did was, not only, you know, did they give me the bass, but I wanted to get some strings. They're doing the strings, they're doing the shipping, and here we are. So, it was shipped to me. The only bad thing is this. Right on the fragile thing. I don't know if UPS has it in for me or what it is. I don't know what it's about. But right there, it's fragile. I mean, you're not supposed to be doing that. So, anyway, I'm getting ready to unbox it. I believe it comes with a gig bag. I'm not sure. So hopefully, this isn't any indication of any damage done to the bass, but we will find out. So here we go with the unboxing. Taped up really nicely. Good job with that. Trying not to stab myself. Alrighty. So bring that there. Got a little extra tape there. That back. That back. Pretty well. Oh, cool. So the way it is, the way it's packed up, where that hole is, did not hit the bass. Bass is here, and this is where the hole is. So UPS, all you got was the paper that was in there, that's it. You did not get the bass. So bass appears to be okay. We'll know more when we get it out. So here we are, putting the paper on the ground, which I will be picking it up a little bit later. Packed really tightly. And they really put a lot of this stuff in there. An awful lot. So, we come back, I'll have the bass out.
After I get it all out, I think we're going to have to say this is how much was in there. That's all the bag.
So this is all the packing material that was packed in with the bass to make sure it didn't move. So let's give Chicago Music Exchange another thumbs up, because that was great. I mean, they really had it packed well, and there's still a little bit more left in there. There's still more in there. So they really packed it very tightly. The bass couldn't move. In spite of this, the bass appears to be in good shape. So, all right. So here we go. Got it out, and it comes with a nice gig bag. You know, pretty sturdy. Seems pretty nice. Nice padding on it, and we're getting ready to unzip it. Take it out. All right. So put it over here, and here we go. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, look at this. Cool. It really went through great pains to make sure that it came here in good shape. So this gig bag is not necessarily a cheap one. So it's got a lot of padding on it. You know, pretty nice gig bag. Oh, so it's got a little strap here to keep it in place. Alright. And they loosen the strings for shipping. So I gotta get it tuned up before we get it plugged up and everything. But it's got my boomers on it. I can see that. That's why I got some boomer lights. But a beautiful bass. I think this is really nice. Nice bass. Nice and black. And it's very lightweight. It's awesome bass. Alright, so we're gonna get it tuned up and then we'll be back. Alright, so I have taken the bass outside of its cocoon here. On the inside here we have information. Here's a guide to your Sandberg. So I'm gonna check out that. And then got a certificate from Chicago Music Exchange. These guys are a bomb. I give them credit. This is really cool, you know. And then here's the Sandberg brochure. Okay. So I'm gonna go through the Sandberg guide to your bass guitar, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk a little bit more about the X, okay? So here we are with the Sandberg 5-string California Nighthawk. It's in, I think they call it black matte finish. Beautiful bass, just a gorgeous bass. I mean, you jump on stage with this bad boy, it seems like you're about to do some damage. I don't care if you're funking it up or you're rocking it up. This bad boy, you walk home with this. You gotta throw on some good clothes with this. You just can't be bumming around with this, you know. You gotta step it up. You gotta step your game when you come out with this bad boy. So if you notice, the jack is right here. This is where it plugs in at the bottom. Got Sandberg, I'm up and going with it. So Sandberg is a German-made bass. So it's made in Germany. One of the things that attracted me to the bass is that I'm kind of drawn to basses that a lot of people don't have. I say that, you know, and if it's a bass that's kind of sweet sounding, that kind of thing, I love the novelty of it. So, I mean, it kind of got me to get into Fodera, and it kind of got me into this bass. You know, I think I had an affinity for it based on that. Plus, it really does feel good. The string spacing on it for a 5-string is really, really great. It's not too far apart. The neck feels really good for me. Get my hands all the way around it. So if you're a person who's not necessarily blessed to have like long fingers and able to do all that stuff like a Stanley Clark or something like that, and you got small fingers, this bass is good for that, okay? So now we're gonna get ready to go through a walkthrough on this bass. So to me, what it appears I have is, you see the front pickup is really precision bass pickup. And then the rear pickup, to me, is really like 2 jazz pickups together. You know, if you see it here, it's kind of like 2 jazz pickups. So the configuration is very similar to my Fodera Yin Yang. So in that way, they have similar sounds. But This one is a little bit more Fender-esque to me with the rear pickup than my Fodera units. Bass, the B string on this bass is nice. It's nice and tight, not flabby, not, you know, nice. It's got a lot of different settings on it. So I've been kind of playing around with it, and it's really got a lot of different tone options. So let's start with the first. The first knob here is volume, okay? So turn it all the way down. Of course I get nothing, right? Turn it all the way up. You see I got volume, right? So this, right now I have it in active mode. So you can take it and you can play it in passive mode too. So meaning that if you don't want to use, or you don't want that active sound, you want to go with the passive sound, just pull this knob straight up. You know, it just pulls up just like that. And now you're in passive mode. So right now I'm gonna go back into active mode. All right, I got the volume all the way up, and now we're gonna go to the next one. So the next one here is for the pickups, right? The pickups that we have on this is a PJ style. So meaning they got the precision pickup in the front, and you got what I think looks more like a dual jazz pickup here in the back. Okay. So it's got that PJ style to it. If you're up in the middle here, that's when you got both pickups on. So like right now I have both pickups on. To go to just the precision pickup, you go right up to the front. Again, right up at 12 o'clock, takes you to both pickups, and then you go to the back here is when you get just the rear pickup, okay? Same thing, it's sort of like this knob here is for your treble. So if I go all the way this way, right, I got full on treble, right? If I want to take all the treble out, I go all the way to the back. And that takes all the treble out, right? So that's the treble knob. Then this bass also has a bass knob, right? So where I can up the bass volume. Turn this all the way up this way, I'm getting more and more bass, right? Turn all the way to the back, I take all the bass out, right? And this can be a very trebly bass if that's what you want it to be. Okay, so now I'm gonna kind of walk through a couple of different settings together, okay? So the first setting I'm gonna do is where I'm going to turn the precision pickup. I'm gonna turn it all the way to that. So now I got just this pickup going, right? And then I'm gonna take the treble, right? I'm gonna take it all the way out. So no treble, and I'm gonna boost the bass. Okay, so the bass is all the way up. Okay, so I'm using a precision pickup. I got the treble all the way out, and I got the bass all the way up. Okay. So it's got a nice round tone to it. So let me let you know what I'm running through. So right now I'm running through some KRK monitors in my studio, and I'm running through the Behringer X32 board, okay? I got it flat, don't have any EQ or anything like that. So actually I'm running through one of my auxes. So right now the only EQ that you're hearing is from the bass, and I'm coming through my computer, actually, I forgot about that, through the Apollow Twin. And again, my Twin, I'm not using any effects or anything like that, okay? All right, so just kind of letting you know that's what's going on over there. I had little stuff out in the way that probably shouldn't have been in the way there, but hey, this is a studio, it's a working studio, so you're gonna see stuff like that because I'm working. I don't just come and just have studio set up and don't use it, I use it, all right? So it ain't gonna always look that way. All right, so I'm done with that disclaimer. Let's move on. Let's move on to the bass. So, as I said before, now I'm gonna bring in the jazz pickup, right? So I'm glad I got the jazz pickup in, I got the precision pickup, and so we're gonna roll with that now, okay? All right, so that's with bass all the way up. Again, my treble's all the way down, and I'm using both pickups, okay, right now with that. So now I'm gonna go back to the precision pickup, okay, and what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take the treble to 12 o'clock, okay? So I got full on bass, I got my treble at 12 o'clock, and I'm still just using the precision pickup, okay? So that's with that. I hear as big of a tone difference there, but I can hear, especially when I take all the treble out, how it gives me that nice, rich, bassy tone. Sometimes, like if you're playing like old Motown songs, you're playing old school songs, I can see that would be really, really good for that, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the treble full on. So I got treble full on, bass full on, okay? And just the precision pickup. So I'm hearing a little bit more bite now. And that's with the treble all the way up. I got the bass all the way up, okay? Now what I'm gonna do, and I still got the precision pickup going, okay? Precision pickup. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna back out the bass. So I'm taking the bass to 12 o'clock, okay? So I'm thinking that we're gonna get a little bit more bite in the bass. So that's with that. That's with the bass at 12 o'clock. Got my treble full on. Okay. Now I'm gonna take the bass all the way out. Okay. And this is just with the precision pickup. Okay. Here we go. Lot more treble, a lot more bite to it. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to go to the jazz pickup, okay? So I'm going to the rear pickup. This is the rear pickup, and this is with no bass, treble full on, okay? So a lot more bite to it. It's kind of got that Fender sound to it, to me, with that rear pickup. So it's got that part of it. Kind of like that sound. Now what I'm going to do is I'm about to bring the bass a little bit more into it. So taking the bass up to 12 o'clock. It's rounding out that tone a little bit more. taking the bass all the way up. And again, I'm going with that jazz pickup. I tell you, it's like when I throw that bass in there, it really gives a very meaty sound. I mean, so I really kind of like that. And this is all fingerstyle I'm doing, so I really kind of like that, the meatiness of that sound. So now I'm going to back up the treble a little bit. I'm taking it down to 12 o'clock. I kind of like this sound too because it's sort of like in my lows. I really feel it, but at the same token, when I go up higher, still a little bit of bite there that, you know, you can hear. So I kind of really like that tone there, so it's really nice. So now what I'm going to do is I'm taking the treble all the way out, and again, I'm using this rear pickup. Nice. It still kind of has that bite to it. Even though I've taken all the treble out, still got that bite to it. I really like that part of it. So now I'm going to take it up to 12 o'clock. Now I got both pickups on, right? And what do I got my bass at? Got my bass all the way up. Got my treble all the way out. Okay? Both pickups. That's nice. I like that. All right, y'all, I'm getting distracted now, but that's a nice little tone. Nice tone. I like that. I like that tone. So again, this is with both pickups on, and this is with all my treble out, right? So now I'm raising my treble up to 12 o'clock. A little bit more presence. Gonna bring the treble all the way up. Yeah. Nice tone. So I really like it. You know, it's really kind of hard for me to choose on this bad boy. It's really nice. I think that the tone that I have right now, or the setting that I'm using right now, where I got the both pickups on, and I got the tone and treble and the bass all the way up, I think works for both, you know, fingerstyle and for if you're gonna do some thumping and plucking. I think it also works for that. Yeah, so I think it works for both. Really nice bass. I'm really happy with my choice. Very lightweight bass too. I mean, this is something that, as far as going on stage, be easy to kind of carry around on stage, and good for the studio too. So I'm digging it. I think I'm gonna probably use it more or less with both pickups on. It's kind of the way I do it with the Fodera too. So yes, this is a really nice bass. So if you're ever at the Chicago Music Exchange or I don't know, some other music store, check out the Sandberg. Really nice, California. This is the Nighthawk. Really lightweight bass. Beautiful bass. Bass.
Check out Sandberg in action.